you think happened then?
I tend to agree with the Portuguese police. The Portuguese police believed that what was possibly, well, they believed that she died in the apartment, first of all. Very high-ranking cadaver and blood dogs were sent into the apartment, and these were not regulars. These belonged to Martin Grime, who was a top-of-the-range man from North Yorkshire Police, who has been used in testimonies in the States, and has actually, people have been convicted without bodies being found based on the testimony of him and his work. So it was his dogs that went in, and these dogs, they alerted to blood spats behind the sofa, with a high DNA allele count that was related, it would appear, to Madeleine. There was a problem with the forensic science services. There were problems with the DNA, the issues and everything. But these dogs alerted only in the apartment where Madeleine was reported missing. In a hire car that McCanns hired after Madeleine was reported missing, in the further holiday home that they were moved to when apartment 5A was made a crime scene, Madeleine's cuddly toy and a key fob belonging to the McCanns. These dogs were also sent to the apartments of all the other people who were on the holiday and didn't alert once. So those dogs only alerted in the apartment when Madeleine went missing. And what I think is highly possible that happened, because this, okay, I will say what the Portuguese police believe. The Portuguese police believe that it's highly likely that when Gerry McCann came in around 9:15 and he went out the apartment and he was having a conversation with a BBC producer outside the window who was also on holiday, and Madeleine woke up, possibly in a daze because she might have been having some sort of, I don't know, Calpol or whatever, woke up in a daze, got up on the back of the sofa, looked out of the window, fell off down the back of the sofa, cracked her head open on the stone floor. And that is what is believed happened. And that was the case that was archived by the Portuguese police. And with the archiving of that, Kate and Gerry McCann no longer were arguidos. But Kate and Gerry McCann, and the Supreme Court said this, Kate and Gerry McCann have not been cleared.
So if they had just called the police and said, with just the worst accidents just happened, our kid fell off the sofa.
But who knows how any of us would react in a situation like that? They had their careers, all of them were, you know, the vast majority of them were doctors, you know, so
no one would have believed them and said,
right,
hit her.
Right. But there's so much evidence, which probably I have time to go into, but what I would say is to anybody, check out the Portuguese police files, which are online. Look at the testimony of the Smith family, who say on that night, they say around that time where Madeleine, the time that Madeleine was reported missing, they claim that they saw a man carrying a small child going down towards the sea, and they claim that they are 60 to 80% certain that that was Gerry McCann.
Wow.
And this is the stuff you don't see in the press, but this is the stuff why there's so much about this case, including the fact that Gerry changed his witness statement. He gave a witness statement the day after, on the 4th of May, and he gave another one on the 10th. And between those dates, he changed